how much do you think your behavior influences the behavior of others, influences your interactions with others? So this is more of a people-animal relation, but it's just one that was an interesting parallel for me the other day. I have a friend, and they were telling me how they got their nickname at camp. And they were telling me also the difference between tame bees and wild bees. So these wild bees that needed to be removed from the camp because, it's dangerous to have wild bees if you have kids that are allergic to bee stings. So most of the other adults saw the job needed to be done, but just kept waiting for somebody else to do it. He saw that it needed to be done and how to do it. And so he told me how the difference between tame bees and wild bees is that wild bees can be aggressive and violent. Tame bees are tame. They're just there doing their job. But he told me how he got a knife, cut down the hive into a bucket, took the bucket to the river, filled it partially with water, shook it, and when all the bees were good and wet, poured it into the river. So his nickname was Qaeda, which is short for Al-Qaeda. And when I was thinking about the actions that he did to remove the hive from the camp, that sounded pretty aggressive and violent, terroristic, which is how he got his nickname for that camp. But so for me, thinking about that, and especially thinking about humans and mirror neurons, but that's a topic for another day. There are some things that I feel like influence our interactions, and part of that thing is our own behavior toward other people. And I don't think that taming bees is the same as, say, taming a dog, because bees live for shorter and they have smaller brains, smaller capacity for information processing. So I do have beekeeper friends and I will ask them, I'll do my homework. But I don't feel as though it's the same. I feel like there is probably a bigger influence on how you treat the bees that makes them wild or tame. Again, I could be wrong, going to do homework about this, but I would just like to hear your thoughts on how much you feel your behavior influences your interactions with others. Thanks. Look forward to your comments below.